everyone to join us today. I'm Jay Flynn, Homes for Heroes Hero Outreach Coordinator, and I'm joined today by Rick Fleming. He's the president of the North Carolina Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Rick, hi, good to see you. Welcome. Take just a minute and tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, thanks for having me, Jay. As Jay said, I'm the president of North Carolina Fallen Firefighter Foundation. I've been in the fire service for about 40 years. Also, I've been involved in the North Carolina Fallen Firefighter Foundation since 2009. How I got involved with the foundation was after the Millworks fire in 2008, where I was a captain in Salisbury Fire Department at that time, and I lost two of my friends, coworkers that were killed, and one was seriously injured in that fire. A few months later, a member of the foundation came and approached me and asked me would I like to get involved in the foundation, and I graciously accepted. They brought me before the board, and we voted, or they voted, and I've been involved in some capacity ever since then. It's an organization I feel very compassionate about, and I'm glad to be involved where we can provide assistance to serve the families in the worst day of their life, usually.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, as part of the Homes for Heroes Circle of Giving, the Homes for Heroes Foundation provides grants to nonprofits whose missions are to help heroes and their families in dire need, just like you just mentioned. There's no more time of dire need than during a line of duty death. So, with that, I'm happy to present the North Carolina Fallen Firefighters Foundation with one of the Homes for Heroes Foundation's February grants. So you are a February 2022 grant recipient, and Rick, the Homes for Heroes Foundation is honored to present the North Carolina Fallen Firefighters Foundation with a $10,000 grant, as you can see here in the check.
All right.
So congratulations. Congratulations. So we hope this grant helps the North Carolina Fallen Firefighters Foundation to honor the fallen heroes and to give comfort to their families, Rick. I know that's really what you guys are all about. So let's just take a little bit and let's talk about the Fallen Firefighters Foundation mission. So tell us a little bit more about the Fallen Firefighters Foundation and its mission to honor the firefighters who've made the ultimate sacrifice.
Okay. The mission of the North Carolina Fallen Firefighters Foundation is really to provide assistance to families in fire departments that have lost their lives in the line of duty. Not only that, we do retirees, assisting in those funerals as well, and anybody else that the fire department needs help doing. And they don't necessarily have to be a retiree or a LODD, as we refer to in the foundation, but it can be any other assistance they need, whether it's as far as getting chaplains to their organization after they've had some type of bad call or whatever. We try to work in coordination with a lot of the support teams out there. I know Dana McKim is our chaplain. He's really good and involved in that as well. Along with that, every year, most of the time it's in May, but, with COVID this last year, we had to change our memorial service and do it in August. But usually it's the first Saturday in May, and we start at 10 o'clock with a fire truck parade of all the line of duty deaths and returning departments from years past. And we do a parade to honor those that have given the ultimate sacrifice. Here again, along in that memorial service, we unveil the inductees for that year, and the families get to see their loved one's name on that granite tablet. And once that they're there and then inducted to that memorial site, then they're always welcome to come back every year, and we encourage them to come back every year. As Dana says, like I said, he's our chaplain. He tells the families all the time that they are part of a family that nobody wants to be a part of, but they will always be loved and welcomed in our family.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit, how long has the Firefighters Foundation been around, and kind of how did it come to be?
Well, in 2000, it was established, and there was a group of firefighters all over the state that got together. Um, but the core group was around Raleigh area.
Mhm.
Andy Woodall being very instrumental, and uh, Ed Brinson with the state. He's the deputy director now over there, and several other key people um, got together and decided they were going to try to um, put together something for the firefighters in North Carolina that lost their life. It took them 6 years before it actually became a reality. And in 2006, they dedicated the site that's there now in Nash Square.
Right.
Took a long time and a lot of fundraising and a lot of governmental hoops they had to jump through because Nash Square is actually owned by Raleigh. I'm sorry, Nash Square is actually owned by the state, but the city of Raleigh manages it for them. So they were having two identities that they had to try to get it there, and I think they had quite a few oppositions of it being wanted to be put there in Nash Square.
Right. So you had to work through city issues and state issues to make it
Right.
happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Or they did, not necessarily us, but they
I
did.
gotcha. So that was a lot of work on the front end for sure
Oh yeah. Right.
to get that memorial up and running. So,
Exactly.
talk to me a little bit about COVID-19. Obviously, the pandemic has affected just about everything in our daily lives. How has that impacted the Fallen Firefighters Foundation?
Right. The North Carolina Fallen Firefighters is, greatly supported like every other foundation through donations. Um, like yourself, trying to get um, things, money, basically from other organizations like your Homes for Heroes there, that's graciously putting us that check together for us to be able to survive. But we also do events throughout the year, like weekend fire schools, conferences that's put on and sponsored by other firefighting organizations.
Right.
The biggest thing where we make most of our operating expense is through the North Carolina State Fair, which is usually our biggest. We sell merchandise there with the NCFFF on it. That's usually where our biggest sales event comes from the year. And for those 2 years, we didn't or wasn't able to go to the fair because they canceled it. And, probably in 2019, we lost a lot of revenue. It's probably $30,000 that we lost in 19. And even in 2020, we lost probably even more than that because we wasn't able to do any schools, any fire schools or anything.
Right.
So, and right now, we were talking about all the hoops and everything that those guys in the beginning had to jump through. Right now, the memorial is at a place where um, it needs to be expanded.
Right.
This last year, we added all the names that we were able to put on the last tablet. So we're trying to raise some money, and that's what this $10,000 that you have donated to us. That's what it's going to go for, is to try to uh, expand the memorial itself and add more tablets to be able to get those loved ones' names put on there.
Right. So obviously, the funds we're talking about are going to support those families by expanding the memorial, and the funds are going to really kind of, I guess, for lack of better words, help you guys catch up on fundraising that didn't happen
Right.
because of COVID.
Yes.
Right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Well, we're just really excited to be able to help you. We want to also help kind of spread the word. So, Rick, tell us how the audience that may be listening could get involved in supporting, and where can they go to learn more about the North Carolina Fallen Firefighters Foundation?
Okay. First off, probably keeping the LODD families in those departments in your thoughts and prayers. That's one of the biggest things. We'd love to have all the listeners and your viewers out there to attend the memorial service. It's going to come pretty soon. May the 7th of this year will be the next memorial service. If that's what we have slated anyway, unless it gets changed by the rise in numbers of COVID and everything. But right now it's slated to be May the 7th. Like I say here again, we'll normally have that parade of the line of duty departments. It's going to start out at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. It'll start at St. Mary's on Hillsborough Street, and it'll go down South Dawson Street, and it'll end up at Nash Square. But your viewers can go to the North Carolina Fallen Firefighter Foundation's page. It's ncfff.org. And there we have a store that they can order things offline or merchandise to help support us, as well as if they want to get actually involved, there's an application that uh, help with our logistics support team. You can go there and fill that out. And once you do that and mail it in, we're trying to get it to where once you fill it out, that it will automatically be sent in, but it's not populated right now. You physically have to print it off, fill it out, and send it in to the address that's listed on the web page.
Gotcha. And people can donate to the website as well?
As well, yes, there is a place on our website that they can donate or become an annual sponsor. If they would like to do that, or they can send it to P.O. Box 68, Bahama, North Carolina, 27503. And one other thing that, if they want to get involved, Amazon Smiles, you go to there and pick NCFF as your charity, and they send us a check for every month from from the people that have picked us as a charity for when you buy stuff off of Amazon.
That's pretty awesome. So obviously, Rick, the North Carolina Fallen Firefighters Foundation has a very somber but vital mission, right?
Right.
We would hope that there's never a line of duty death, but we know that that's really not practical, right?
Yeah, that's been our goal ever since it's been in existence. Even today, we hope we will go to a memorial service and not have to put anybody's name on there.
Right.
I think we got it down one time to two members that were inducted, but as long as I've been on it, that's the lowest it's ever been, unfortunately.
It would be obviously a goal to be at 0, and let's hope and pray that we can get there one day. But everything that you guys and you yourself, Rick, and the whole team there at the Fallen Firefighters Foundation is doing is just inspiring, and I'm sure makes a huge impact on the families who are left behind when they lose that loved one. And I'm sure that the firefighters' families, their departments, are so thankful that you guys are there. So I can tell you, I'm. For my Homes for Heroes audience, I'm also a firefighter here in North Carolina. I'm a fire chief in Denver, and I have saw firsthand what the North Carolina Fallen Firefighters Foundation has done for my neighboring departments when they had a line of duty death. So personally, Rick, I want to say thank you to the foundation for everything that you guys do.
We appreciate it, Jay. And like I say, right now, just this week, we're working 3 funerals, COVID related. Matter of fact, one is probably really close to you right now in Lincoln County.
Yes, absolutely.
And it will be this week that, like I say, we've had like 3 or 4. Hopefully, it will come to an end pretty soon as far as the COVID deaths, as far as firefighters taken.
Yeah, and we appreciate everything you're doing for South Fork Fire and Captain Connor and his family. So.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. Like I say, you hate meeting people under those circumstances, and I tell them all the time, I would much rather meet you in a different place at some conference somewhere, some fire school somewhere, not in this perspective, because we know it's tough on the families and the departments as well.
Well, again, thank you for everything you're doing for the families and for the departments. And to our audience, thank you for taking the time to tune in. So an easy way to show your support is give this video a like, leave a comment below. Make sure that you tune in to other episodes that we do and see what other nonprofits that we're partnering with at the Homes for Heroes Foundation to try and help our heroes and their families in dire need. Rick, again, visit the North Carolina Fallen Firefighters Foundation website, ncfff.org, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining me. Everyone, appreciate you coming to see us, and have a wonderful day.
Grants from the Homes for Heroes Foundation are made possible by the Homes for Heroes Circle of Giving and its network of real estate professionals who are committed to providing savings to hero groups such as firefighters, EMS, law enforcement, military, active and veterans, healthcare professionals, and teachers. Thank you for watching another Homes for Heroes Foundation grant video about the impact we are making in the hero community with our nonprofit partners. Don't forget to subscribe to the Homes for Heroes YouTube channel, and to learn more about the savings available to heroes through Homes for Heroes, or to learn more about how the Homes for Heroes Foundation is helping heroes in dire need, visit homesforheroes.com.